So good evening. I will just take you through a quick demo on the job, which is central office document. So for that, I have opened this screen and I'm logged in with a user called GAKL, and I will as well run the demo from the web browser. So I'm going to open the Java client just to show you in terms of configuration how it is running. And as well, you can see that we have several instances of the central office document. Some of them are coming with certain configured for certain customers with additional document types. So the purpose of this job configuration is to take batches of several document types and formats and to classify them working with info input classifier. So I just opened the workflow actually and explain it. So once we take the documents from a scanner or from digital format, we go and we classify it, and based on that classification, then we conduct extraction based on each document type that we have classified. Once the extraction is done on server based, we conclude with a step with a user verification on the indexing, and then at the end we do the export. And this, and as well, it's extremely important to mention the document types that are available within this job, because over here, once we extract and we classify and we do all of these things, they are equal to certain document types. So over here you have, for example, the auto claim, the health insurance claims, the passport, VAT, airway bill, and if I open another one with additional documents, you can see additional document types listed over here, and each document type, again, you can open it and you can see what are the index fields that are being captured and that has been configured on the steps before. For the classification as well, this is very important to run through the classification and to show you that everything in terms of classification is being concluded on info input machine learning classification module. You can, with version 7, you can have the visual and the features together. But over here, all we need is to import few images of each document type, and the engine will train itself. And basically, if the formats or the document types are very different from each other, then that's not a problem at all. If you have similar document types and the engine is running through a little bit of confusion, this is where we recommend to use either feature or a mix between features and visuals. So this is to explain the workflow and the steps and the concept. And now we're gonna go through info input web interface with my other user, and then we're gonna select this job configuration and run through it. So over here, I'm gonna just zoom in a little bit. We select central office document. I'm gonna just name it recorded session, and let's start. So select and import as well. We're gonna go through info inputs and check for some sample documents. I think the best one would be we can actually take all of these and get them all together. Let me just take everything I can find and open it. Now it will upload one by one. This is considered all as one batch. Again, connecting to our cloud server, everything will get uploaded one by one, even if it's a multi-page TIFF. Some of them are TIFF, some of them are PDF. In all cases in here, and this is extremely important at this step, you see the full documents that were uploaded into the system as one document, only one document. So we're not splitting manually. I'm not going to conclude the manual splitting. These are all considered as one document. And now we're going to upload them to the server and see what is happening. Basically, theoretically, based on the configuration, what is actually going to happen. And for that, I'm going to open the batch manager and look into what is happening with our batch, which is the recorded session with the date. So theoretically, what is happening or what should happen, the scan step, we just concluded it. We're going to export to the server, and on the level of the server, the first step should be the classification. When we submitted our document to the server, there were only one document with 18 pages. Right now, as we can see, it is 13 documents with 18 pages, meaning even the engine was not splitting on the number of pages. Some documents have multiple pages, and this is how it is splitting. So classification plus or minus has been concluded, and you can see that we are on the step of extraction. And even on the step of the extraction, you will find some very neat and nice stuff, because for handwriting, we are using Google ICR. For OCR, we are using the engine that comes within our server, and for OMR and barcode reading as well, we are using the default extraction from info input. If I click on refresh, it should be ready. Over here it is mentioned ready, and if I come to the new batches today, I should see it in here. Now this filter is applied for the new batches today as well. In George documents, I can see recorded session central office documents already included. Now I'm going to open the interface. The first thing that we need to remember is that classification and some of these buttons would and could be enabled or disabled for users. So the first and most important step is the classification bar, which is over here. Now this is the result of the engine of info input on the server side. It classified it as airway bill. And it can allow the user to change the classification of the document and resubmit the job or refresh the job from the batch manager to go back into the server side and conclude on the right extraction. Because in this step, we are on the indexing, where the user is prompted to correct any false extraction or any low confidence extraction concluded by info input. So this is the classification tab. We can see all the document types that are configured, which we saw in the module of classification, and which allows us as well to change, and this could be enabled or disabled. This is the indexing form for this specific document type. If I click on another document type, you will see a totally different indexing form, so on and so forth. Now, in this way, we have the airway bill number, we have the serial account number, which is captured from here. This HTML feature is available on version 7, not available on version 6. This one is being captured through Google ICR engine, and we can see it. And we have an OMR, or optical mark recognition, concluded over here and being translated into an index field, which is yes or no. So do we have the supporting documents? Is it a package or is it a document for this shipment going from Smith Corporation to Japan Holding? If everything is okay, all we need to do is click over here, and by default the document will turn into green. We'll go to the second one. Harmony, the ICR engine has captured a dot, which is incorrect, so we can actually delete it, and directly the confidence will turn into green. The 1200 is correct, and by default, if I click on tab, it will take me to the second one, and we can go to the other document. With the other document, we have the 3000. So over here as well, if you hover over the this confidence level, you can see more information, and it is correct. So all I need to do is click on enter, and by default, if you see over here, it jumped the VAT form because the VAT form has no error, so it doesn't require the user to stop on the VAT form. Now this is another feature and configuration that you can do in info input. The green or the high confidence documents can go directly to the export step, not appearing on this level. You can split the batch. The high confidence can go directly to be saved, and you only be prompted the user with the documents that have low confidence. In this case, we are showing everything just to show additional features, but I'm going to stop as well on this one to show you that the data could be captured from the first page or from the second page as needed, and the indexing form, again, it will be customized per document type. We go further. I'm not sure over here. 2432. That's correct as well. We go further. This is a VAT. This is an auto claim incident. Again, totally different indexing form. Additional index field are captured. You can do database mapping and get more information from the insurance or from the police report. And these are actual use cases that we are concluding with some of our partners and customers. Again, another healthcare insurance over here. If you go into the scan profile, you can check that we are concluding on a color drop. So the red will be removed totally. And this is why, for example, on a number like 99 Street or Indigo or even this 816 could be captured easily because the color red will be removed. So all this noise will not appear once we conclude on the extraction. Another auto claim, another, and this is a new document format that has as well the handwritten configuration in it, Kansas City, but over here we need to add a space in between. So even with high confidence, sometimes we can run into errors, but for example, in this case, and it's very important to mention it, we can have a database. For example, if we are running for Spain or in the US, we can have a database of cities or states that are related to this document. And whenever we extract, even if it's handwritten, we compare towards that database for the perfect match. And if it's no perfect match, we put it as an error or low confidence. If we have perfect match, then we take the exact data from the database so that we don't miss on spaces or wrongful spelling mistakes from the users. So in here, I need to correct anything more. No, everything is looking good. We go into the last document, which has as well several pages, and by that we are good to go. Just last checks on here, and I think in this one it will remain red because we changed some information that wasn't equal to the validation. With this, we conclude our demo, and now if I click on upload, we can go directly to save and to the export step. Keep in mind that there are always some additional features that I like to show in our demonstration that are usually neat and very nice to show for any customer. First, you have the over here image enhancements, which could be automated or manual. You have the redaction availability over here, and most important is over here, I'm just adding the redaction. Manual redaction or automated, you have the annotations that I think you already know about it. And most importantly, I can do right click, automatic stuff from here as image enhancement, but most importantly, I can open documents next to each other and even multiple documents next to each other. And this way you can run some comparison, and in every sub window you can run all these image enhancement features that we are talking about. Of course, the indexing field will remain related to the one that is last on the right over here. So you'll be able to compare between them, however, and you can, for example, reject this one or insert some annotation, and then you close and you send the batch to be exported and saved on the DMS, or maybe every document will be exported to a location. So this one will go into the shipment or supply chain repository. This one will go into the third-party assurance system or the CRM, so on and so forth. With this, we conclude our demo for the central office document. If you would like to receive it, please let us know, and then we can export it and have it imported to you. And we can as well add additional document types so that you can get it customized for your market and your partners and customers. Thank you, and we'll see you on another recording.